Actually, I have a better question for you. Would you rather have $1,000 today or 1 Bitcoin a week from now?
Like, I'm not gonna lie, I don't know like the worth of 1 Bitcoin,
That's fine.
but I'll say like 1 Bitcoin.
1 Bitcoin? Okay, good answer, correct.
Okay.
1 Bitcoin is worth $62,000, and it's only been going up so far this year. So probably a week from now, it might be worth $65,000 or whatever. Yeah, I know, it's crazy.
Bitcoin.
To be honest, this is also a crypto channel. We also do cryptocurrency. What would you say if your spouse took some money from you, like took some money from your savings, a lot of your savings? Let's say they took $10,000 of your life savings, right? They invested it into cryptocurrency, but then the cryptocurrency made like 5x, 10x a few months later. Would you still want to be with them? Would you not want to be with them because they took away your trust? They stole the money from you, or how would you react?
If the business is working, I would be okay. I mean, I would be more than glad. You know what I mean?
Because it worked out.
Yeah. If not, I mean, different. Sorry.
If it doesn't work out, then you break up with them. Okay, yeah.
Could be.
Even though they stole it from you. Okay, right. That's true. Yeah, everyone that asks has pretty much answered it the same way. So don't feel bad because as soon as they see the money, they're like, oh yeah, I mean, it's fine.
It doesn't matter the way they get it. You know, it's
exactly.
Just, you invest and it makes you like a nice revenue. I mean,
the ends justify the means. Yeah. That's true. Okay, so final question I have: would you rather have 1 Bitcoin tomorrow or $1,000 today?
I do prefer to have the Bitcoin.
Bitcoin, okay. Would you rather have 1 Bitcoin tomorrow or $1,000 today?
1 Bitcoin. Hey, but on my first attempt, I got it right. You know,
she did get it right on her first attempt. Yes. Yeah. So Bitcoin is actually worth $62,000. So definitely, it's a good idea to do that. Last person I asked said $1,000 today, and then she switched her answer after I told her the real amount. Yeah. So what if someone stole some money from you? This was your spouse that you cared about and everything. They stole some money from you. They didn't tell you, and they invested it into crypto. And then like a couple of months later, the crypto increased by like 5x. Would you still be with them, or would you be mad at them because they disobeyed your trust? They took away your trust from you?
I would be upset with them. Obviously, relationships, you just have to work things out.
Okay.
But if it was like a repeated sort of thing, then yeah, I would probably be up for a while.
No, it's just a one-time thing, but they didn't tell you until after they took the money and they invested it.
I would be upset, but I could forgive it and accept.
Would you forgive it because that $1,000 is now worth like $10,000?
No, I would forgive it because we can talk about it.
Okay. Yeah. Would you rather have $1,000 today or 1 Bitcoin a week from now?
$1,000 today. Yeah, me too. I'm not really into Bitcoin, but I think it's a lot. Bitcoin, but I would just say $1,000.
$1,000 today. Yeah. So unfortunately, a Bitcoin is $62,000 right now. Yeah. So unfortunately, a little brain teasers for you. Okay. Would you rather be with a man that is your type, very handsome, all that good stuff, just whoever you imagine in your mind, but he's not ambitious. He wants to stay making minimum wage. He works 40 hours a week. He works 40 hours a week, so he works hard, but he works hard at the lowest level. Or would you rather have a guy that is making like $250,000, a lot of money right now, $250,000 a year, and he wants to continue to make more, but he's not attractive to you facially at all, not the body you like, nothing?
I'm gonna stick with the $250K a year. Yeah. The looks it doesn't matter, you know. It's that
it's
heart.
The heart.
Yeah.
Okay.
So I'm not going for the looks, Sean. I done did that.
You did
you
did that before?
We're gonna go with the. Come on, we need stability. Yeah. We need a person that has their mind set on knowing what they want and just pursuing everything that they can or want to do with whatever they're doing. So yeah, I'm gonna stick with that.
So he had the looks, but he was not ambitious, or he had other problems?
I mean, wait, we talking about me now.
Oh, okay. No, you don't have to answer.
Okay, yeah. So yeah, that's all for me. Thank y'all for tuning in.
Okay.
What's your channel?
Bitcoin Vinyl. Here, let me show you. Okay. So, would you rather have $1,000 today or 1 Bitcoin a week from now?
How much is Bitcoin worth?
I can't tell you that. Sorry. Okay. You have to answer, and then I'll tell you that.
I'd probably say a Bitcoin. $1,000 with my disciplines. I bet you. I'm willing to. Well, I don't know. I think a Bitcoin is worth a lot.
Okay.
But I guess it'd be the same situation though. You said $1,000 or
$1,000 today or 1 Bitcoin a week from now?
a week from now?
Yeah.
Well, you know what your answer is? Nah, I got
A
Bitcoin.
Bitcoin? Okay.
I would say
If I
if
can't
you
touch
said you said like a week from now, so I'm assuming it's like an investment. So like I feel like it could be a big payout.
Maybe.
Bitcoin.
Okay. Correct. All right. Correct answer. 1 Bitcoin is worth $62,000 today.
Oh,
Yeah.
wow. Nice.
Yeah.
That's
Yeah.
like
So
all electronic.
Yeah.
Or
you could like change it. You could put it in your bank account, just like do a switch or whatever. I think even Cash App lets you buy Bitcoin now.
in
put
a
in your
week, it may not be worth that though, right?
Yeah, it goes
Like,
up and down, but
really
it doesn't go that crazy. Like
It'd
worst
be
case
more than
scenario, a
1,000.
week from now will be like 55,000. Like worst case scenario, right? So yeah, right answer, right?
Okay.
Okay, so one more question, right? Let's say that you have a spouse and everything, and they took some money out of your life savings. They didn't tell you, right? So they're dishonest, took the money out of your life savings, invested it into crypto, and then it made like 10 times the amount of money a year from now. Would you still stay with them? Or would you break up with them because they lied to you, they stole from you and everything? What would you do?
Wait, so like they stole it,
They stole your life savings.
but you profited
Uh-huh.
like 10 times.
Yes.
Yeah, man. I think if that's your wife and that's your best friend, you forgive them. I think you forgive them every single time.
Okay.
Yeah, I think you have a conversation about it for sure.
Yes.
You establish the boundaries.
Yeah.
But I think there's you forgive them every time. I'd say. I would say the same thing because I feel like storing up like hate or like just resentment in your heart, it's not beneficial. It would like be very detrimental like in the long run.
Okay.
So I think it would do you more harm to like hold that. But when you're forgiving, you're like, okay, definitely have a talk about it because like what are we like doing with like taking out life savings? But after you get through that, understand, forgive so you're freeing up your spirit, and then you're able to like look at, okay, we have this, and then as it actually makes money, you're like, oh, well, I forgave you, we're on good terms, and we have this, so it's all good in the end. So
Listen, money makes you forget everything, right? Because as soon as she makes the money, ask her for half or take half since it is your money, right? All right, so that'll work out. Okay. Okay, so let's say that your spouse like took all of your life savings, didn't tell you, but he invested into Bitcoin, and then Bitcoin did like a 10x a year from now. And then he told you that he did that. Would you still want to stay with him because he disobeyed your trust? He took away your trust and everything?
So
or
you're
would
saying
you...
I told him not to, but he did it anyway?
No, he just did it behind your back. You didn't. It's not like you told him not to or not. He stole the money behind your back. He invested it, but then he's like a year later, he's like, look at us, babe. We made 10 times the money. Blah blah blah. Would you stay with him, or would you be like, how could you steal from me? How could you do that?
I would stay with him.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm not gonna lie, I would stay with him. But like, obviously, if it didn't work that way, I would be real mad. Like, you're not about to touch my money without asking.
Again, okay, that's true.
Behind my back.
So, are you staying with him because it worked out and he's going to give you half the money, or are you just staying with him because that's the love of your life?
A little bit of both.
A little bit of both. Okay.
You know, I would have probably did the same thing. I'm not gonna lie.
Okay, that's true. Good answer.
Yeah.
Okay, so last question. We're in DC now. Nation's capital and everything. Election is coming up. Who do you believe is better for the financial industry, crypto in general, but just, generally the economy, the financial industry? Would you say Kamala or Trump?
Like, I'm gonna be so honest. I'd rather not pick. Like, I don't like either of them equally. Okay. Yeah. So, like, honestly, like, crypto is like one very specific, I would say, like, issue that they have their own opinions on. There's definitely bigger ones. Like, I wouldn't really care what their stance on crypto is.
Okay. What about their stance on the economy in general?
Oh, like,
there's no right answer. It's okay.
I know there's no right answer, but like I honestly don't like either of them equally, and they both have differing views on the economy and everything. Yeah. So it's like, I'm not really.
Okay, no problem.
Yeah.
To be honest, I don't like either of them either.
Yeah.
For the economy, I would say Trump, but then for Kamala, I would say she's better on other stuff. But I don't like either of them, to be honest.
Honestly.
Oops.
I will never
be any
politician for anything.
Okay. Would you rather have 1 Bitcoin a week from now or $1,000 today? Do y'all know? Do y'all know how much it's worth?
No.
I'm not gonna tell you. Sorry, you have to answer it.
I'm gonna say, I don't know. I'll probably say $1,000 today, because you can like save it and then invest it in different things and earn more money.
Okay.
So I'll say that.
$1,000 today. Okay. Unfortunately, a Bitcoin is worth $62,000 today. So next week is probably going to be maybe $60,000, but it's all good. So let's say that your spouse was with you. You trust them in everything, but they took some money out of your life savings, right? Yeah, they took all of your life savings. They invested it into cryptocurrency. They didn't tell you. But about 6 months later, the cryptocurrency made 10 times the amount of money. A year later, it made like 10 times the amount of money. Would you still want to stay with them? Or would you want to leave them because they broke your trust, they stole from you? It's the person that you with.
I think I would leave them.
Yeah,
like
because
trust
that's
is the
actually
biggest
like
thing.
horrible.
Like, why would you take something, especially like life savings, regardless of like how much money you made? It's like the principle of it all. I feel like.
You wouldn't try to ask them for like, give me half the money?
Oh yeah, I would be like, you have to give me some money, but I'm not being with you.
But you already said no, so see? You already said you're going to break up with them, so it's too late. Okay, understandable. Okay, so we're in DC now. The election is almost coming up. Uh-oh. Who do you think is better for the financial industry? This is my last question, by the way. Who's better for the financial industry in general? And crypto too, I guess, by an extension. Donald Trump or Kamala Harris?
I really don't have an answer for that. Because I don't want to be like talk about something I don't really know too much on. Yeah,
That's
so
right.
I don't really have an answer for that. I don't know. Thank you.
Yeah, no problem.
Have a good day.
Yeah, you too. All right, so we're in DC right now. The election is coming up. Who do you all think is better for the economy generally? And I guess Bitcoin by extension. Would you say Donald Trump or would you say Kamala Harris? Kamala Harris?
I'm sorry.
I'm not too deep into politics.
Okay.
Me neither, but I'm gonna stick with my queen.
Why would you say? What's the reason why you pick Kamala Harris?
I'm not really into politics, but I did like watch some of the debate, and her points really made sense. I feel like Donald Trump wasn't really making sense, and like he was on the defense, and he didn't really have like reasonings behind his like points. But Kamala, I feel like she could improve.
When it comes to the economy?
Yeah.
Okay. Final question. We are in DC right now. The election is coming up. Who do you think is better for the economy in general, and even crypto by extension, right? Who do you think is better for the economy? Trump or Kamala Harris?
I am politically illiterate.
Okay.
And I am uninformed. I couldn't tell you.
Okay.
I'm not gonna lie. I'm the exact same. So I don't want to put any opinion out there because I don't have enough information about it.
What have you heard from students? What have been some?
Most people say that they actually said what I said, that they prefer Trump for economy, but they prefer Kamala in general, or they say, I don't know, I'm not into it at all, or they haven't been paying attention.
Yeah.
So more people said what you guys said, and then a few said what I said. And then, okay, since we are in the nation's capital, we're in Washington, D.C., right by the Capitol.
Yeah.
Who do you think is better for finances and money in general, cryptocurrency, money in general? Kamala Harris or Donald Trump?
I would say Trump.
Trump, okay. Yeah. And why would you say that is?
Because, it's like the big guy,
Okay.
always in financial stuff. He's kind of
That's true.
rich, he's always talking about, how rich I am. So
Okay, that's true.
I like that guy.
And he's had businesses for decades now.
Yeah.
That's true. Yeah. Okay.
He's an expert.